starting five. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Well, the work ethic from Ivy is something that has gone unquestioned in his young career.
Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
B.A., I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. 5 to shoot. Out to Portis. Shots blocked.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Oh, rejected by Lillard. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Pistons basketball.
About a minute played here so far in the first. There's Cunningham with a three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three. He drops it from range.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, because Duren is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing, but that's one of his core strengths.
Thompson against Lillard. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Prince can't hit.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Cunningham. He takes it in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Cunningham. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Cunningham against Lillard. On the take. Out to Portis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Cunningham drives in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
That puts him in the lead. Antetokounmpo has got 7 points in the game.
And Giannis really trusting his rhythm right now with his offensive game.
Here's Ivy. And that one is hammered home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 7 points in the game. Jackson for 3. The offensive rebound. Portis with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Jackson. Pass to Portis. And stolen by Cunningham. It's a one-on-one situation. Thompson, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Jackson outside. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside. That is what I'm talking about. Wow.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. To the paint. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. 14 feet away. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. The Pistons trailing. Here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Jackson. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now, and it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes, and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Portis with a screen on Ivy. Here's Lillard. Out to Portis. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Portis outside. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. And finished off by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Ivy picking him up. Jackson against Cunningham. Jackson down low. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Portis' shot is off.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Prince can't hit. The Pistons lead by 5. Here's Cunningham. It doesn't go for him. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. For 3, here's Lillard. The putback. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
And Giannis throwing his body in there and gets rewarded.
Detroit has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Cunningham against Jackson. Stewart outside. Stewart, a screen on Lillard. Here's Ivy. And there's another one for the Pistons. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
First team is at the line for the Bucks.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Duran with a screen on Lillard. Here's Ivy. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly.
The drive by Jackson. Portis with a screen on Cunningham. Cunningham against Jackson. Fires the three. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer Stewart. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jackson out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Portis going inside, throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Duran. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw in this game. 5 ticks left to play in the first half. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Tobias Harris out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 slot. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Back to Green, beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, second chance effort from the arc. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Beasley for 3, drains the triple. And now it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Trent, the pass to Green. Another miss by Green. Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Hardaway. Launches a 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
To the middle. Here's Harris. Count the basket. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
And that one's good. Green.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and sending him the ball.
The Bucks trail by 6. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
The Bucks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Lopez. Trent outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Sims, and he dunks it down.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Poke loose. Hardaway, the pass to Harris. Out to Beasley. Pass to Reed. Now here's Harris. He's guarded by Porter. Harris left side. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Reed. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Pistons lead by 5. Trent, the pass to Porter. Here's Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Outside, Green. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
A nice shot by Fontecchio.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Green, the pass to Trent. Gets the 3 to fall. Trent's got 6 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Beasley. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for. Beasley's a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
Yep, that one's good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway, the pass to Reed. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Personal foul. Team second.
That free throw no good. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Reed.
Good on the second one. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The strong finish by Giannis.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Tie game. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. They've got Bobby Portis. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Prince. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5, down low.
Jackson, first personal foul. First team foul.
Duran with a screen on Jackson. Here's Cunningham. Clock at 4. 4-3. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Now Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ivy. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Antetokounmpo with the drive and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. The 3. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Cunningham driving inside. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And he converts the layup. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Jackson.
Cunningham really good with his physical advantage, trying to wreak some havoc defensively and using it.
Here's Ivy. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Jackson against Cunningham. Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Here's Lillard. Portis outside. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Ivy outside. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Bucks leading by 3. Lillard against Ivy. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line. And no surprise here at this stage of the game.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Ivy, out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. Milwaukee leading by 5. Jackson with it. Guarded by Stewart. Here's Portis. Cunningham with some nice D. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. Cunningham finds Ivy. Stewart with it. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Ivy passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, they get it back. So it's Milwaukee now, leading by 5. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Jackson outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws good, and it's a 9-point game here.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Detroit calls timeout. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming, and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
76ers starting group. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Joel Embiid out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the point. And for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Durant. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? So fast of foot on the run. Asir, tough to catch.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Cunningham against George. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Ivy passes to Durant. And Durant slams it in.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Embiid kicks to Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Cunningham. Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Cunningham outside. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Ivy driving in. It's hauled in by Paul George.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
A 3-ball. Cranes the 3-pointer. George has got 5 points so far.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Ivy dishes to Cunningham. The tray off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Embiid. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Jalen Durant.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Cunningham for 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Out to the right wing. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Durant, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. George with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham.
Wow, and George absolutely fools him with the pump fake there, able to get him off his feet and draw the contact.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Cans it from downtown.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid against Duren. Maxey looking it over. 6 to shoot. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. Andre Drummond is out there with George, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Excellent D there from George. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Embiid wide open. Offline with his 3. Pistons trail by 6 after a solid rookie campaign. Coach Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots. Shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Detroit, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A shot by Stewart with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Stewart's got himself on the board with 3 there. Up top, Maxey. Covered by Cunningham. Maxey against Cunningham. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
The screen from Thompson. Here's the floater. To the middle. Here's Duren. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to George. Now here's Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Back to Embiid. And Drummond throws it down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the 76ers. Oubre outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Pistons trailing. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Tries again. And Stewart lays it up and in. Stewart's got 5.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Embiid finds Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 13 points in the game. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention, one guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Thompson against George. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Oubre. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Oubre finds George. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 9 points for Paul George.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
One-on-one fast break. Embiid running the floor.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Cunningham for 3. And Thompson throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Oubre on the wing. And Drummond throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of it.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
They've got Harris. Hardaway is out there with Beasley. Then it's Reed, and it's Fontecchio in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. The second chance effort. Shot's good by Walker. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Philadelphia shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And a wide open look for Walker. Buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Out to Harris. Here's Reed. Still scoreless. Harris misses.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Bono. They get it back. Walker surveying the floor. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And it's a 10-point 76ers lead. Up top, Reed. Outside Hardaway. Reed a screen on low. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think he's got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
There's Walker with the three. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Harris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
The Pistons shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Beasley. Launches a three. Here's Fontecchio. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also that they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Yabusele. Out to Edwards. Lock at 6. Beasley with the steal.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
And the foul called on Edwards. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pistons have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Hardaway hits them both. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lowry. Here's Yabusele, covered by Beasley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Yabusele. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. He's off on the second. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Philadelphia has possession. They've led by as much as 10. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the 1. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Down low, here's Maxey. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oubre, no one around him. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. So it's Philadelphia now. The lead is 2. Here's Maxey. Into the lane. Can't hit that one. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Ivy with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Ivy kicks to Stewart. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham for 3. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
George against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And Embiid sets the pick for George. The 76ers with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The kick out to Cunningham. Stewart with a screen on George. Cunningham for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Cunningham's got the lead up to 1 now for Detroit.
And you see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
For 3. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second personal foul. Team second.
Cunningham up top, defended by George. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Pistons lead it. Here's Thompson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Cunningham looking it over. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Outside, George. They need this. Detroit with the rebound. During's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Thompson passes to Cunningham. They get a hand on it. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Maxey. Buries the corner 3.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Ivy again to Bray. Embiid inside. Getting close, Embiid gets it to fall.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And that one clearly, the coach's challenge has been issued.
First team foul. Team seconds. At the line for the Sixers.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
15 foul. At the line.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Maxey against Cunningham. Drummond with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Maxey. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a three here.
And here's Maxey. Puts up a deep three. Can't. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this.
Second personal foul. Team seconds.
To some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video...
job. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And from Milwaukee, they've got Taurean Prince. Bobby Portis out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Jackson in at the 3, small forward. That one drops for him. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now here's George. Embiid from outside. He can't get it to go. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Lillard.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Here's George. Into the lane. Oh, a big slam right on Bobby Portis. Oh, man.
Climbing the ladder for the 360 flush. Ridiculous bounce.
He went so high for that one. Wow. That one falls.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team spacing.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Now here's Portis. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Here's Jackson. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Maxey against Jackson. Maxey surveys. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. And it's Maxey missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Lillard against Oubre. And the shot goes down. Lillard's got 8.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach from Milwaukee. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's George. Giannis with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Lillard against Oubre. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Embiid, who poked away. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Portis. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. It's a 13-point game. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Screen by Embiid to snap the cold streak. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Jackson against Maxey. Down low. Embiid. Oh, a big slam right on Bobby Portis. Oh, man.
Woo, throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 10. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now Maxey. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
19 seconds left in the opening quarter. George scanning the floor. Embiid, a screen on Prince. 5 on the clock. Pass to Embiid. And here's Oubre from the arc. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
We've got Damian Lillard. Prince is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Jackson in at the 2-guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bucks leading by 5. Lillard outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Here's Oubre. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Lillard against George. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Embiid. It's Prince on the wing. Portis with a screen on George. Lillard! What'd you expect?
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Jackson against Maxey. Lets it go from deep. Giannis with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
In transition, here come the Bucks. Pass to Portis. It's Prince on the wing. Jackson against Maxey. The shake. And it's finished off inside by Jackson. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Outside Maxey. To halt the run. Rips it home off a terrific move.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
George against Lillard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. He's got 13. From downtown, No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one. 76ers trail by 9. George with it. Portis picks him up. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And about 3 minutes played now in the 2nd quarter. Portis outside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Portis has got 5 points. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Lillard looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis throws it down.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Shot clock at 6. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with a steal. Maxey against Jackson. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Embiid. Jackson against Maxey. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard, the one flying high.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. George, a screen on Jackson. Here's Maxey. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. It was stolen by Lillard. And so it's Milwaukee. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the 1. Green, the pass to Trent. Outside for Green. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Here's Lopez. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
George drives in. And the jam by George.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for the 76ers.
Substitution on the court.
Trent against Walker. Lopez, the screen. Trent. Pass to Lopez. From deep three-point land. Walker pulls down the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Here's Sims. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Walker against Trent. They set the pick. Outside Walker. Shot clock at 5. Over Trent. No good, off the front rim. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And here's Green from the arc. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Walker. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Bona. Back to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bona missing. Trent with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Trent against Edwards. Here's Porter. Shoots. And it's Bona with a rebound.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Green against Walker. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Trent outside. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
1:09 left in the third. Lowry finds Walker. And there's a pick. Here's Yabusele. Rebounded by Trent. .41 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way in. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Gary Trent.
Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Nice shot by Walker. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Trent with it, picked up by Lowry. Porter, the pass to Trent. Up and over Lowry, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Trent's got his second basket. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Yabusele, pass to Walker. And here's Lowry from the arc. And That's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jackson, and it's Portis in at the 4-man position. That's the group from Milwaukee right now.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Jackson on the wing. Maxey covering. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard passes to Jackson for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Oubre driving in, and then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Lillard against Embiid. And here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. The floater. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Yeah, it looks so delicate coming off his fingertips. Lillard's floater is a lethal one.
Prince against George. Maxey with it. Screen by Embiid. Up top, Maxey. There's the 3. They get it again. Milwaukee leading by 14. Lillard outside. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Portis outside. Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the triple. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Embiid. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend.
And he took off like a jet. Maxey, he's got some afterburners.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Knocked away. Lillard with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Out to the right wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 is up. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Clock at 6. George. Out to Oubre. The 3 is up. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bucks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Damian Lillard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Drummond. The layup misses. Here's Milwaukee. Big run right now for him, 11-2. And Giannis with the jam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Lillard against George. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard fires away from way outside. Here's Prince. Lillard left side. The teardrop. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Giannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Thompson. Cunningham looking it over. Another shot. And Thompson kicks to Stewart. And the 3-ball is good.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right side, Portis. Outside, Jackson. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Jackson. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Here's Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be...
Oh, wow!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Portis sets the pick for Jackson. Driving to the basket. Outside Portis. Three-pointer, Lillard. Detroit with the rebound. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Cunningham from deep three-point land. Lillard with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's good for 2. 9 points for Jaden Ivey.
And great use of the screen by Ivey. Picks off a defender and creates just enough space for that one.
Here's Giannis. Outside for Jackson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Jackson drives in, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. A floater. Detroit with the rebound. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Ivey dishes to Cunningham. And there's the drive. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Thompson slams it home.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Giannis outside. Shot clock at 6. Giannis dunks it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Cunningham against Jackson. Cunningham inside. Can't connect from short range. Bucks trail by 9.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Thompson. Here's Ivey from outside the arc. The rebound by Prince. Outside Jackson. Over Cunningham. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Detroit Pistons into... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Thompson. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. Jackson passes to Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis with the slam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Back to Duren. Cunningham against Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Stewart kicks to Ivy. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Ivy's got 15 points. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called. The defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Jackson passes to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screens, and he knows when to give it up.
Here's Jackson. Outside Portis. It's deflected. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Giannis. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cunningham kicks to Stewart. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. It's a 13-point game. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
Lillard outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Ivy. Sinks the triple. Ivy's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Detroit leading by 16. Here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ivy. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jackson from long range. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Out to Thompson. Cunningham trying to break free. Thompson misses. Bucks trail by 16. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Cunningham for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so is Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Pistons. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Gary Trent. He's out there with Porter. Brook Lopez is out there with Green. And it's Sims in at the 4-man position. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
From deep, Trent. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Here's Fontecchio. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Bucks trail by 12. Porter passes to Trent. Back to Porter. Trent outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's Green with the 3. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Here's Lopez. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Beasley dishes to Reed. Pass to Hardaway. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got 5.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Here's Reed. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player, and he's very, very good.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game. Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
Both free throws good from Lopez.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Fontecchio. And yes, it's good. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Lopez, a screen on Hardaway to the right side. And it's Lopez. Time on the assist from Porter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Fontecchio. His three-pointers off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Porter. Pass to Sims. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Lopez passes to Green. Lopez sets a screen for Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by the Bucks. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside, Green. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Lopez outside. Lock at 6. The kick out to Porter. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Trent goes in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. There's Porter with the 3. No good that time. Pistons leading by 7. Beasley for 3. No good. Shot missing. Milwaukee has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Harris with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Reed. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
And so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Pistons, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Jalen Duren is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Prince dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. They led by as many as 18 points. Stewart finds Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Bucks trail by 11. And stolen by Ivey. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Milwaukee ball.
Lillard attacking, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Lillard, the pass to Jackson. Outside Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Knocked away. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because he really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see. Are you kidding me?
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. East rising and helium floating.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. There's the lob to Duran. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Pistons leading by 13. It's Thompson off the drive. Up again. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the paint. Stewart passes to Cunningham. Out to Kumbo with the steal. To the inside. It's stolen by Duran. Inside. Ivy kicks to Stewart. There's the drive. Locked up there for Cunningham.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Detroit.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Asar Thompson.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Stolen by Jackson. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Stewart with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. It's stolen by Kumbo. Now here's Prince. Stewart with the steal. That's a 2 from Cunningham. No good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not
teams know each other well, and safe to say, they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Asar Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5, down low. And the jam by Drummond.
That's what happens if you don't do your work early. Andre Drummond's going to hurt you like that.
Ivy finds Thompson. Back to Ivy. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Maxey. Five to shoot. And Embiid gets the double team. Out to Oubre. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Detroit ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's Cunningham with a drive. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Drummond. George against Cunningham. George feels it out a bit. Here's Drummond. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
That's where you got to get Andre the ball. The closer he is, the more effective he becomes.
Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
Now here's Embiid. And Embiid with the power jam.
Woo, that was big time. A dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc. And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Now here's George. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham looking it over.
2 minutes.
To stop the run, Oubre with a steal. And they're pushing it up. For 3, George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And George, a volume three-point shooter, he possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
He drops it from range. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Embiid, a screen on Cunningham. Outside Maxey. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Duren. Embiid can't hit. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Ivy. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
George, a screen on Cunningham. Cunningham against Maxey. There's the triple. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Thompson controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
George outside. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Embiid, a screen on Ivy. Pass to Embiid. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And it's Cunningham missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And he hits the jumper. Embiid's gotten his second bucket.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
You can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it first.
Team foul.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 1. Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
When Ivy's hitting like this, he's got that feeling. That shot becomes unguardable.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
And that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years. And that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves. And by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
And it's Ivy penetrating. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Maxey fires in the triple. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The Sixers lead by 5. Fires for 3. Oubre can't hit. The Pistons have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Ivy finds Duren. Back to Ivy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Embiid against Duren. Thompson passes to Stewart. Off target from outside. Philadelphia has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A. I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us, the U.S. men's national team.
It's his first trip to the line. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Ivy off with the layup. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Stewart outside. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Ivy. No good again that time. Philadelphia leading by 9. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. And George with the jam.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
George over to help.
76ers foul.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
George against Thompson. George, good. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, PG can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Maxey. 6 points for him. The rebound by Stewart. Ivy outside. Cunningham against Oubre. Rebound by Philadelphia. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey attacking. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup. The strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. George's shot is off. Thompson left side. Pass to Stewart. Here's Duran. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Philadelphia. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Paul Reed. Malik Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Harris in at the 4. Shot clock at 6. Here's Yabusele. He started by Beasley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins. And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
It's Edwards on the wing, pounded by Harris. Lowry outside. Lowry drawing the double team. Walker for three. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Walker's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hardaway. Yep, that one goes.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that, but then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And the Pistons pushing it up now. Beasley for three. Gets the three to fall. Beasley's got 5 points.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Lowry outside. Here's Edwards. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Back to Reed. It's tipped. In transition, here they come. He goes up. Count it. Good. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Outside Walker from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, Lowry sees the breakdown, and then he knows the guy's going to be open. What a delivery that was. He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Here's Yabusele. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Walker. Pass to Bona, and here's Lowry. Clock at 6. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Nice shot by Walker.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Lowry, right side. Launches it. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Beasley against Walker. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Lowry against Hardaway. Out to Harris. Takes the three. And it's Bona with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 13. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. For Detroit, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Now Lowry. No one near him. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 15. Here's Reed. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up 15 points. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here's Ivy from the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. And here is Maxey. George outside from deep. A rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Stewart from outside the arc. Pure from 3-point range.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jump.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Philadelphia. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. George outside. 6 to shoot. Inside.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pistons trail by 13. Cunningham outside. Jacks up a 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. George passes to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Stolen by Thompson. And now the Pistons in transition. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
2nd team foul.
For 3, Maxey. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. And the 76ers lead by 18.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
George against Cunningham. Back to George. Launches it from deep. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the 76ers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Pass to Drummond. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Drummond has the ball where he likes it. He's going to attack with force. He's such a physical player that way.
And he makes the first.
Andre Drummond.
Second free throw, no good. Cunningham outside. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Nice shot by George.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Fourth team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Your Sixers, Andre Drummond.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. And it's Ivy penetrating. Can't connect from short range. Off the mark. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
the starters for Milwaukee. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jackson in at the 2. And for Philadelphia, running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And the basket by Lillard.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Embiid with a screen on Jackson. Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
Lillard against George. Giannis a screen on George. Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. George with the steal. For the finish. And it's Paul George with the finish.
We talk about the two-way abilities of PG-13. There it is, all in one sequence.
Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. He gets that one. George has got his second basket of the game.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Jackson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Pass to Embiid. The shot from the low post is good.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Kelly Oubre Jr.
Lillard surveying the D. That one's off. Still out of sync. The 76ers leading by 6. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
76ers.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity,
Personal foul.
I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah, what you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Now here's Embiid. Crafty move. Rebounded by Jackson. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Portis sets the pick for Lillard. To the wing on the left. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense over committing.
Embiid with a screen on Jackson. Jackson against Maxey. 5 to shoot. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. With the floater, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And that one's good. Maxey.
and they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lillard misses. Philadelphia leading by 5. Down low. George with the ball. Out guarded by Giannis. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big men should.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Drummond. Giannis kicks to Jackson. Back to Giannis. Lillard outside. Out to the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Philadelphia ball.
6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oubre, good.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Drummond. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Ahead by 9 is... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Bobby Portis out there with Prince. Then it's Damian Lillard. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position. Kept alive. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Second free throw, no good. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they
highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Embiid kicks to Oubre. On the wing, George. 6 to shoot. Embiid sets the pick for George. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. George has got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Portis. Oubre outside. Maxey on the wing, guarded by Jackson.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Rebounded by the Bucks.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Giannis dunks it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. And Lillard kicks to Portis. Over Drummond. Portis can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. Back to Lillard. 1:02 left in the first half. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maxey passes to George. Drummond with a screen on Lillard. To the middle. George finds Drummond. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. That ties the game. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Maxey. Connects from 3-point range. Maxey's got 8 points.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Pass to Portis. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Portis has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And get ready for the fans half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
They've got Edwards. Lowry out there with Lonnie Walker. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Trent against Walker. The kick out to Lopez. No good on the 3. The 76ers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Green. Edwards' shot is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Trent kicks to Sims. Walker against Trent. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Edwards with the screen for Walker. Pass to Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Porter passes to Lopez. What a terrific move that was. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Shots good by Walker. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Porter against Walker. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead. Porter inside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Lopez has it in the corner. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
On the wing, Porter. Still yet to score. Fires from deep. Here's Sims. Pass to Porter. Sims kicks to Porter. Moves back up. It's good.
Kevin Porter Jr. Assisted Jericho Sims.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Pass to Bona. Outside, Walker. 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. And no good. Good work defensively by Trent. Porter kicks to Trent. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Lopez, a screen on Edwards. Here's Green. Buries it down low. Green's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Trent against Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Green left side. Lowry with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. They grab their own miss. Bona. The kick out to Walker. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bona. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. 2 points. That one goes. Trent's got 5 now.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
From deep, Walker. Good on the 3-point shot. And the 76ers lead by 3. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia. Here 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Bucks trail by 3. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Trent's out there with Bobby Portis. And there's Jackson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Giannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Portis sets the pick for Lillard. Outside Portis to take the lead. Kicks it out to Lillard. Portis a screen on George. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard outside. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Embiid dishes to George. Driving inside. Great D that time from Portis.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Lillard the pass to Giannis. Back to Lillard. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Lock at 6. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard to take the lead. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Got that one up quick. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. Outside for Jackson. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oubre outside. Here's Drummond. Good, nice job down low.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Stolen by George. The 76ers leading by 6. Maxey into the lane. There's Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
On the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Embiid with a screen on Jackson. And that one's good. Maxey
used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Embiid driving the lane.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
George against Lillard. Outside, George. Ball's knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Philadelphia.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Paul George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Lillard outside. Looking to end his cold spell. It's Drummond with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-5 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And George. Here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. So, all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.